Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Annalisa and this is Homemade Sunshine. So I am just quickly popping in here to say we are moving. As you can see from these cardboard boxes beside me, I am starting packing. So I wanted this first video to kind of be like, what are some of the first things that you should pack in your house? So I just now remembered to pull out the camera. So I've only packed a little bit, but the first cabinet that I actually went through in my kitchen was all of my extra like bags, plastic wrap, aluminum foil, all of that sort of thing. So I only left in my kitchen like one box of each size, and then I just put in anything that was extra, like we have a brand new box, don't need that, some cling wrap parchment paper, I didn't need both boxes, so that is one of the first things. So I just wanted to kind of be able to show you guys, you know, what I'm packing first. We don't close on the house until the beginning of August, like very close to the beginning of August. But when we talked to them this week, after they've done the appraisal, we haven't gotten the results back. But the problem is that they might also want to, well, it's not really a problem, it'd actually be quite a blessing if we could close earlier than that. So I wanted to go ahead and start packing at least some things. And I kind of wanted to show you what are the different things I'm packing. I'm not packing anything first that's like decor on the walls or anything, because I'm going to have to live with this for a while. So I like to pack first anything that's like in the cabinets that I'm not going to notice if it's gone, because once your artwork's off the walls, it's kind of sad. So I won't be doing that until a little bit closer to time. So first wave of packing, I'm just going through all of my kitchen cabinets and seeing is there anything that I'm not going to use. We're also waiting to get our bubble wrap in. We ordered some, so I haven't gotten it in, but now it's gonna be kitchen tools and anything that I know for sure we were not going to use in the next month. You know, like serving dishes, and some of those I'm going to wrap in our excess curtains instead of having bubble wrap to help package them. So we'll do a little bit of, you know, time lapse, all of that, so you guys can see what we're doing here. So here I am just starting to go through one of my cabinets, taking out like my sifter. I'm not trying to do anything too breakable yet, of course, since we don't have our bubble wrap in just yet. So hopefully that'll come in, I think, Tuesday. But for now, I'm just trying to get anything bulky. Today I'm going to be tackling some stuff in the kitchen, the laundry room, the bathroom, and then a few things in our living room. So just kind of hitting a wide gamut of lots of different little things everywhere. And I might start packing a box for my closet. We'll see what we get time to. So I feel like a good cabinet to start with is the one above the fridge. I got a lot of good stuff out of there. So one of my first tips is if you have excess nice linens, you can wrap some of these items that maybe aren't fragile, but you don't want them to get scratched. So like this is a cookbook stand. It has like the plexiglass. Well, it's not actual glass, it's just a plastic coating. So when you're cooking, you can have your cookbook sitting up on this, and it has a separate little plastic part here. So I just don't want them getting like scratched up or damaged. So what I'm gonna do is just wrap them in these. So then I can pack them and they won't get scratched. So here I am just wrapping them up. I've moved this item before, so I know this method works to keep it from getting scratched. I also do this with things that are gonna maybe scratch other things. So like cheese graters and stuff, I'll wrap those too. So here's a little of what we've got in the box so far. I've got, of course, like I said earlier, the plastic wrap, extra aluminum foil, all of that sort of thing, my bundt cake pan, my sifter, some reusable mats for baking, and some little like molds and little ice cube trays, and a couple of appliance how-to things, and my fancy cake cutter and server that were actually used at my wedding, but I do actually still use them from time to time. So that's what I've gotten packed so far from my drawers. So we're moving into my laundry room for a minute, because this is probably the place where I have the most stuff that could be packed, because I have these big cabinets and I have small cabinets up here. So let's take a look what's inside and get them pulled down to pack. So you'll see here, I'm just pulling a whole bunch of stuff down and throwing it on the floor because it's all linens. I'll show you in a minute all of what ends up on the floor. I actually was able to clear out a lot of those cabinets, which is awesome. Just not the two big cabinets, since it's mostly breakable items and then cleaning stuff. So hopefully we'll get to that once we get the bubble wrap in. I should have ordered the bubble wrap before, but you know, hindsight is 2020. I was going to start packing actually later in the week, but now I just decided I was ready to jump in and get this process kind of going along. So I'm curious to hear, how many times have you guys moved? Leave me a comment down below. This is now, I would say, the third time I've moved. I never moved at all growing up. I grew up in the same house, and I just moved to Virginia to join my husband, and then from Virginia we moved down here to East Tennessee, and now we are moving for the third time. All right, so we got a lot of stuff out of this cabinet, so I'll kind of pan down so you can see the floor now. It's mostly curtains and tablecloths is what I had up there. You see behind me, this cabinet is actually just like cleaning supplies, which I'm not going to pack in a box. I usually put cleaning supplies in a laundry basket, which hilariously I have 3. I don't know how. Well, when I got married, I ended up with 3 laundry baskets. They've been very, very useful actually, having these multiple like plastic laundry baskets. And then the other far one is all fragile items. And because I don't have bubble wrap yet, like they're really, really fragile and I want to wrap them in bubble wrap. So I pulled all the curtains down because I'm going to wrap some of the fragile items, things that are like fragile but not like glass, basically. I'm gonna just wrap in these, and we're gonna pack those up next. I also actually am packing up a few things that are plastic, like this tea container, and I've got some plastic like melamine, I think is what the word is, plates, so we can already have those. We're going to have to go multiple times back and forth to the house before we officially move in, because we need to do some work in there. So it'll be nice to have, at least in this one of the first boxes that's going, some plates of some sort, so I don't have to pack up all of our regular plates yet. We can at least have these for the time being. So you're going to see with this process, I'm very scattered when it comes to packing. I'm not very good at like packing one whole box and then moving on to something else. I don't know why. I think it's just how my brain works. I'm more like to go like here and there and everywhere. So I'm gonna start packing up a few things in here, but I'll give you a little background while we do this. So we moved last year from Virginia Beach to here in East Tennessee. My husband was in the military before that, and he got out. He now works a different job remotely. So we moved here and have been in a rental for the past year. It's been wonderful. We love this place. You'll see a house tour of this place once we move. And we really loved living in our little town here, but we were looking to buy a house. We started looking in late May. So no, it was early May, mid-May, because I got sick at the beginning of May, and we put off starting to look for a house until after I felt better. So it actually didn't take us as long as I thought it would to find a house. The house that we are in the process of purchasing, we actually got, we saw the house June like 20 something ish, and found out the next Tuesday that we got it. I think we looked at it on a Friday or a Saturday and then found out on Tuesday, because they had multiple offers, but they took ours, which we didn't ask. We didn't, what's the word for it? We didn't put an offer in that much higher than asking, only a little bit higher, but I guess, I don't know, I guess our bid won. So we're gonna be moving into a late 1930s farmhouse, and I'm very, very excited just to have more space. It's a little over 2,000 square feet, I believe, which is, I mean, feels huge. It's really pretty. It's 4 beds, 2 bathrooms. Yeah, 2 bathrooms. And then it has a finished upstairs attic, which is like 2 bonus rooms. They're not counted as bedrooms. So really it's like having 6 bedrooms, but 1 room. There's no garage and no shed. So we're gonna have to put storage, like Christmas stuff and like off-season clothes up in the attic. So it's very cute though. The 1 room is hard if you're taller. Like my husband can fit in there, but if you're taller than him, not really gonna fit. But you know, such is life. I said it would be a great like kids toy room, like for kids, like a playroom. So hopefully in the future that can be what that's for. So I'm gonna need a small box for these. This is mostly all of my old college textbooks, which I haven't gotten rid of. I am currently a full-time homemaker at home, but I like to keep my license up. I was an x-ray technician, so I keep my books because every so many years you have to take another recertification test. So I want to have all of that, you know, still together for when I need it later. All right, so you'll see we're gonna do a little bit in my closet. You'll see, oh, I'm tripping on this box right here. We're gonna be packing up this box here and just putting in some of the clothes that I know I'm not gonna be wearing right now. Like, I know I'm wearing long sleeves and a skirt, so it's kind of chilly today, but I will not be wearing some things, you know, for the rest of the summer, like my leggings, and there's a few other things in here that I know I'm not gonna be wearing until after we move in August, because it's gonna be super hot in August. Our last move was super hot, so let's get started. So first here, you're gonna see I'm grabbing my little containers with my leggings in them. These are just like cotton regular leggings, not like athletic leggings or anything like that. I've got all my athletic gear somewhere else. So I'm just trying to look around, see what I can pack, like my winter hats and gloves. That is definitely not something I need right now. And in the next house, I'll be able to just put those in the attic and not have to keep them in my closet all year round. So this is the third time in my life I have moved, and I feel like I've gotten a little bit better at moving, but it is always honestly so exhausting to pack your entire life up. So you saw I just put a little canvas bag in there. It has an embroidery project or a cross stitch, I think. So went ahead and packed that up, and I'm just looking around, and I decided to grab all of my scarves down, and you'll see what I do with my scarves in a little bit, but I help use them to cushion other items when packing. I leave most of my clothes on the hangers and do that Pinterest hack where people, you know, you put them all in a garbage bin and you tie it at the top. So that is what I will be doing come closer to time to moving. Probably once we're able to get into the house, whenever we actually close. I say whenever since we might be changing the date. I'll probably move in a good number of my clothes and just keep some until we fully move in. But this is just the first day of packing, so I'm giving myself some slack and, you know, just packing as much as I can. I wanted to start early. That is my biggest tip, is if the earlier you can start packing, honestly, the better, because the longer you wait, the more stressful that it becomes towards the end, because there's always going to be a ton of stuff at the end that you need to pack too. So get as much done as you can as early as you can. We are currently, I believe, 3 weeks out. So right now I'm currently trying to decide if there's anything fragile that I need to wrap up in my scarves. I can't remember if I did that last time or not. I'll have to ask my husband. I don't remember. I think I did wrap some stuff up in these scarves, but I actually might not need to this time. Our goal is that we're going to be able to move in the boxes a couple of times. So my dad and my husband are going to be working on some projects there. And while they're doing that, I'm going to be unpacking some of these boxes, like every time we go to have to work on things. So, you know, just trying to figure out what to pack sometimes is really hard, but I think I just need to go ahead and probably fill the rest of this box with jeans, because I don't think I'm going to need, well, not that I don't think. I know I'm not going to wear any of these jeans for now. I'll probably just leave out like my palazzo pants and maybe some capri pants, but I know I'm not going to wear like my bootcut jeans or anything super heavy duty. Well, actually, I'll leave out one pair. That'll make me feel good, like just one pair. We might go do like one more like outdoorsy thing before we move, because we're about to move further away. Like we might take one more cave trip. Yeah, no, you gotta wear bootcut jeans for that. So I'll throw the rest of them here in this box. So I remember now what I did last year. So I'm gonna take a few of these items out to start doing what I did last time. So I was trying to think, I was like, how did I package up all of these really breakable items? And I just remembered. So I'm gonna take some of these things out first and fix this again. So I'm keeping my leggings in the container that they were in, because that worked perfectly fine last time. But what I am going to do is I'm going to take out these scarves and just take them off their hangers and wrap the scarves individually around some of my pictures so they do not get as scratched. And even just some of these tchotchkes and little glass things like that. Just wrap them up so they don't get messed up. All right, we're having another time lapse. Don't you wish that you could work this quickly in real life? So first you'll see me packing some extra loose hangers. I have those left over from my big closet declutter, which I can link down below if you didn't see it. I did a big declutter a couple of months ago. I had a feeling we might be moving. I knew we were looking for a house, but you know, that doesn't mean that you're going to get a house. But I wanted to keep the hangers still just because you never know if a couple of the other hangers are going to break in moving, and I don't really want to buy more hangers again. So you'll see I'm just wrapping my little tchotchkes and knickknacks up in these scarves. It helps keep them from just, you know, rattling around and bumping into each other and breaking or chipping either way. It's what I did last summer when we moved, and I'm doing it again because it worked so good the first time. I try my best to reuse packing materials that I already have, like, you know, reusing bubble wrap, but also just wrapping things in other soft things like pillowcases or extra sheets that you might have, extra blankets. You'll see that I'm using my sweatshirt here to wrap a picture of my husband in it. This works really, really well. I'll just stack them all on top of each other with all of the sleeves pulled to the back. So the one that's on the bottom, the sleeves will be on the bottom of the cardboard box, and then I just stack them all up like that. It worked really well last time, so that is why I am doing it again. It helps to keep them from rattling around together, and some pictures I have that I've thrifted don't have a glass in front of them, so really I'm not worried about them breaking. I'm more worried about them getting chipped because they're oil paintings, so they just don't need to rub up against anybody else. So it works really well. You'll see I tried to put one picture in a sweatshirt with a zipper. I don't recommend that because it could scratch the glass, so I remembered that and I took that one back out. But this box is going to just mostly be clothes and my pictures that I pulled from around the house in different tchotchkes. Some people like to pack specific to what room they're in, and while I understand how that can be good, so I try to keep things like themed wise the same. We're going to have a lot more space in different rooms in this house, and to me home decor can go in so many different places, so to me home decor can go in any different box. It doesn't really matter. You can see I grabbed that little part off the door there because I thought, oh, that'll be an easy thing to throw in there. But now I'm going to add in some jeans. The box was not very heavy at this point, so I thought I'd just throw in a couple of little pairs of jeans. Like I said, I'm a very scatterbrained packer. I say it'll all get in there and be fine. When I moved here last time, I think it took me about a week to get everything unpacked, so I'm the type of person when I unpack, I just like want to open like 6 boxes up and then just start pulling random things from all of them. So like I said, very scatterbrained, very all over the place. And now I'm putting in another picture that I brought in another sweatshirt. That sweatshirt actually has Totoro on it. If you know Mr. Totoro, then you know you've got some good taste in kids movies. I actually never saw any of those movies, the Japanese ones. I forget his name until I was an adult. All right, y'all, so here's our finished product, if I can even talk, our finished boxes for today. So I packed 4 of these boxes here. These boxes are almost finished being packed with just home decor. There's like a big piece of a kitchen equipment in there, the crock pots in there, and then one's a bathroom box, a closet box. I've got one more box that is finished over in this corner over here, and it's just another large box. So in total, we got 5 boxes done, 2 almost done, so almost 7. So thanks for following along with me today while I've been packing. There is definitely a lot more to be done, but it was good. We got a little bit packed up in each room, so that's how I suggest to start your moving process, is just do a little bit at a time in each room, and eventually you'll be able to get it done. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.